What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 in Minecraft. This is part 54, I think. I forgot to check. And in this one, we're going to be doing this little hospital-looking room here, along with getting the bottom of the vent here finished, and this little hallway here done. But yeah, that is all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, let's make the hospital-looking room, or whatever it is. So, you want to start by getting out the following. We won't really need a ton. Stone. Light gray wool. Stone stairs. And some combination of deep slate slabs. Whatever version of deep slate you want. I used cobbled, polished, and brick. But it's up to you if you want to get all of them, none of them, whatever. It doesn't matter a ton. I'll also actually get out sea lanterns and glow item frames because maybe I want to use them, but I don't know yet. We will start in this area itself. So this area is actually done. The only thing we really have to do is if you take the bottom light gray wool row here on this wall, you want to just kind of extend it through this wall until you basically hit the other corner like so. And so what you want to do from there is if you take the middle two rows of that hallway, you want to, if you're looking from this side, you'll take the right one and replace it with a stone stair facing left. On top of this light gray wool, I'm going to place a slab of whatever sort. If I say slab, it's going to be one of these three. Then right of that, I'll place a light gray wool, which should be on top of this stone stair. Bring that light gray wool up with a stone stair facing left. Then an upside down stone stair facing left. Then up with a light gray wool. Left with another upside down stone stair facing left. Left with an upside down stone stair facing right. Down with a stone stair facing right, and then down with two light gray wool. It's kind of hard to visualize, so I would recommend taking these other light gray wools on these sides and just extending them up by 4 for now with more light gray wool. And you can kind of see the crack that will give you. You can alter it if you want, that's just what I have. Ignore the stairs, as, like, I know it sticks out a little bit weirdly, we'll deal with that later, that's not really a huge deal. What we can do is turn to the left, and if you look at the iron gate here, you want to take the light gray wool behind it, we'll say this bottom one, and extend it backwards by 16, or I guess left from that way, just in that direction. Like so. I will then extend this, I guess, towards me, but it'll be, if you're on the inside of the room looking from the crack, it would be left by 11. And then you should be able to connect it forward and then right into that corner. The number would be 16, it should be 21 forward and then 2 to the right. I will confirm this real quick. Yeah, that should be correct. I know it's not 18 and I know it's not 24, so if I got, as long as it's a factor of 3, then that would be correct. Extend each light gray wool from there, with the exception of the ones that are already brought up a little bit, by 11. The ones that are already brought up a little bit, you'll bring up to the same height, obviously, but yeah. So your walls should be 12 tall in total. And again, I will confirm that, yes. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. For some reason, the Vibrant Visuals update, which just came out yesterday for me, is just like, it's a little bit buggy. It resets my render distance pretty much every time I reload the game to max. Like, I'm pretty sure right now I'm actually not at 40 like I should be. Oh no, I guess I am, never mind. But it's been resetting that to, for some reason, 76 chunks, and it's also been turning the clouds back on. So I'm just leaving the clouds on for now because I really don't care. Sometimes, like, whenever I need to show Playco or something, I'll have to turn them off because of the height that map goes to and the clouds getting in the way. But, yeah, I don't know what that's about. Unfortunate, we always have these issues with Bedrock. I don't really get it. And then there's, I'll actually, can I show it or will it not work? No, it won't work. There's an issue with the armor and armor trims. Basically, if you have an armor trim in your inventory, it might be, no, I don't think it's armor stand related. And if you like have one with an armor trim on you, and then you get rid of that one with the armor trim and put another one in that slot, it'll show that armor trim on the armor that shouldn't have the trim on it, basically. So it's a little brokey, but that's okay. I guess it is what it is. It's kind of what we have to deal with in this game. Anyway, you should have this, just a giant box. Except not quite. You want to fill in a block above and a block below the top and bottoms of the walls with stone. And that'll be your floor and ceiling. As I mentioned, the texturing in this room is like, as probably as I think the most complicated texturing in the entire build. I'll kind of walk you through it. It's pretty much the same as what we did in the previous hallway. Just imagine if you took that and added 3 times the texturing. But yeah. Nice. There is a string of sea lanterns with glow item frames off of them. Some are at 4 blocks high. Most of them are at 4 blocks high, but not all of them. The front wall is the one where the crack is. I want to establish that right now, because that is the perspective you generally would see this room from fully, except for through the gate, but that doesn't really count. If you're looking at the crack, you want to be on the 4th block up of light gray wool, and you want to be 1 off of these sides. The gate is considered the wall, by the way, here. And you're going to place a sea lantern on either side with a glow item frame off of it. Like so. If you look at the left side, you'll be on the 3rd light gray wool from the gate, still the 4th one up, and you'll place a sea lantern with a glow item frame here, and you'll trace it to the opposite wall and place one there as well. There's also one on either side on the back wall. These aren't centered, though. It'll be the 3rd row up, and if you're looking at this wall, it'll be on the second block to the right, which is this one, and 3rd to the left. So 2nd off of the left wall and 3rd off the right wall, basically. If that makes more or less sense, I might have just confused you more. I apologize if it did. So, from the sea lanterns on the side walls, these ones, you want to count up by 3 and towards the back of the room by 7. And you'll place a sea lantern with glow item frame on either side. Again, you can really just place one side and then trace it across. Whoop. And yeah. You can look from above and make sure that they look aligned. Like that shouldn't be off, but I mean it could be. That looks fine. I think you would notice if it was off. Like here, I'll actually move it off a block just to prove my point here. Like yeah, that's fairly obviously wrong. It looks a little off still, I think, when it's on, but like it's close enough to tell that it's not like horrendously. Oh, that bothers me. Anyway, so I didn't fill in the ceiling. That's awkward. I do apologize if that screwed anybody up. You should probably fill that in now if you didn't already. I'll just throw that in there real quick. Got distracted. A classic. So we'll start from the bottom and just kind of... Well, actually, we'll start with texturing. Normally I don't, but I want to get the texturing out of the way because in this room particularly, it just wouldn't make sense to do it later. So you need the following. I'm going to say light gray wool again, but you already have it. So light gray concrete powder. Light gray wool, which is the wall material, but it'll just be helpful to have it to use. Light gray concrete. Stone. And then the regular stone texturing, which would be stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks. Cobblestone. And andesite. And I'll also get out andesite stairs. I'll start with the wall that's the exception, which is this wall. Basically, we would generally go in the order that we have these, just making sure that you would only go to stone, because these would just be texturing the stone itself. But here on the front, you would have no light gray concrete powder. You would just have it going around this. Basically, you want to make sure that this stays light gray wool around it, and then you can replace some of the stone stairs with andesite stairs. Everywhere else, you want to do really between like 1 and 4 light gray concrete powder going up. Oh yeah, you would need a base row of the wall. That would make sense too. Like underneath the walls, so you'll have to place that. And then it'd be like 2 or 3 light gray wool or whatever. Then, or I guess 1 to 3 light gray wool, 1 to 3 light gray concrete, and then the rest from there would just be stone. Basically like that. And I'll give you a sample size of like 5 or 6 rows. Just so you can kind of see what's going on here. But I don't want to texture all of it because that's so much extra work. So like I'll do that, I'll do you, I'll do you, I'll do you, and then I'll do maybe this. And then it would be... like that, maybe? The, like, top should be majority stone like this. Maybe the light gray wool should be a little bit thicker, so I'll actually bring every single one up another block. And then I'll also bring the light gray concrete up a block. So it'll look like that. And then after you do that, you want to go over the stone in all sections. And you're going to do the stone brick, cracked stone brick, cobblestone, andesite. Just kind of texturing it like that. Don't necessarily need that much. I'd go mainly andesite. And yeah, you want to do the same thing in the other areas as well, just that you don't have light gray concrete. So when I say the other areas, I mean this like conduit puzzle over here. So it would just be, I'll show you one row only. It'd be like 2 light gray concrete powder, 2 light gray wool, and then stone or whatever. Something like that. And then you still texture the stone here along with the floor and ceiling. Texture all of this area, and yeah, you can just, I don't know, vibe for a little bit. I don't know, do whatever. And yeah, come back when you're done, and then we can actually start with this room. But there's one other thing we do need to do first. If you want to do this first, you can. It's basically where this slab is. Here you want some, like, more slabs off it. I'll just use deep slate brick because I'm kind of lazy. But off this light gray wool below it, you'll place a block and then a slab. Left of the block, you'll place a slab, and then right of the block, you'll place a block and then a slab. And then in front of that block, you'll place another block there. And again, you can texture that with cobble deep slate and polish deep slate. So, yeah, that is really that. I would take a cut, but there's no point in me cutting because it's not like I need anything anyway, so I'm just going to keep rolling. But again, I would recommend pausing and getting yourself situated there. And then moving on. Once you're here, you want to get out the following. Stone brick stairs. Stone brick slabs, which we'll probably use for blocks. Yeah. Red banner. Pale oak button. Diorite stairs. Iron bars. Pale oak trap doors. Tough brick walls. And scaffolding? Sure. Starting from the crack in the wall, we want to be just behind this on this particular stone. From it, you want to count back by 3 and right by 1, and on this block, place an upside down stone brick stair facing left. Just quickly, while we're here, on top of it, you do want a pale oak button, but extending right from it, you want an upside down stone brick slab, and then an upside down stair facing right. From the leftmost stair, you'll go back diagonally left by 1 and place a stair facing left. This one will be not upside down, it'll be right side up. Right of that, a stair facing right. In front of that, a scaffolding, and on that scaffolding, you can get rid of it first off in your hotbar, I mean, and get out a gray carpet where you'll pop a carpet on top. From that, you'll go forward diagonally left by 1 and place 2 stone brick blocks extending up. You'll just create them out of slabs. Off the right of that, you'll place a red banner. Right of that stone brick row, you'll place a diorite stair facing... Or left of it, I should say, you'll place a diorite stair facing left, and then left of that, a diorite stair facing right. Behind that, you'll have a couple of stairs facing forward, and in front of that, you'll have a couple of stairs facing back. Forward diagonally left from this front stair, you'll place 2 blocks of stone brick on top of each other with an iron bar on top. Behind this top stone brick, you'll place a pale oak trapdoor open against the wall. If you're looking at it, you'll count up 2 and back by, or right by 1 and place a trapdoor here. Then count down diagonally right by 1 and place 2 tough brick walls extending down. Behind each of those tough bricks, you'll place 2 stone bricks, or to the right, I guess. And then extend these stone bricks down to the ground. From this stone brick, you'll count right by 2 and place 2 stone brick stairs facing forward, extending to the right, which will be back towards the crack again. The staircase is a bit weird. If you take the left stone brick stair, you'll go back diagonally left with a slab and then left by 1. On the wall, if you highlight this light gray wool that's coming off of, you'll count up 1, and again from this perspective, right by 1 and place 2 upside down stone brick slabs extending off the wall. You'll count up 2, right 1, 2 regular slabs. Then again from where those slabs are on, you'll count up 1, right 1, and 2 upside down stone brick slabs. Can we do the pipes yet? Or do I want to do the pipes yet, I should say. I think I'm going to wait on those. Even though they're made of stone brick, it'll make more sense to wait, yeah. Because that's grammatically correct in any sort of fashion. Oh, this room. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Smooth quartz stairs. Smooth quartz blocks. Diorite walls. Pale oak fence. Iron bars. Birch slabs. Polished deep slate walls. Barriers or structure voids. Or I think string would work, but I'm not sure. And paintings. First off, on the left wall here, where you have this 3x2 of stone bricks. Off the top 2x2, you want to place a 2x2 painting. Above the, gate entrance here, if you take the front row of it, the one against the wall, you'll count back by 1 to this stone and then up by 4. Place 2 diorite walls extending over here. Then go down 1, left 2, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, and then down with a pale oak fence. The pale oak fence will be brought back by 1, and then to the right of those pale oak fences, you'll place upside down smooth quartz stairs facing right. From the... Oh, okay, there's so many weird things going on here. You'll take this row of stone brick stairs here, the row of 2 that faces forward, and the right one of it. You'll count back by 2 and place 2 smooth quartz blocks going back diagonally left. From this one in particular, you'll count back 1 and right by 2. And on this stone, you'll place an upside down smooth quartz stair facing forward. Extend it back with an upside down stair facing back. And then from the front stair, you'll count right by 2 and extending up, you want to place 5 polished deep slate walls. Leave a gap of 2 extending right and against the wall, you'll place the same row. Take the top polished deep slate wall on this left row and count down by 1. To the right of these next 2 going down, you'll place barriers. And then if you take the polished deep slate walls here, you'll take this one, specifically the center one, and place a painting off of it, and it should default to be a 2x2, hopefully. You can get rid of your diorite walls and get out a glow item frame. We'll need it in a second here. And so from the top polished deep slate wall, the one directly above the painting, you'll extend it forward with an iron bar. Extend that iron bar left by 3. And then you'll take not the furthest left one, but one to the right, and extend this iron bar both up with a birch slab, down with an iron bar, along with the back with 3 iron bars. You'll then take this lower iron bar, and you're probably going to need a placeholder, but you want to place a smooth quartz stair facing left under it, like so. On the underside of that stair, a glow item frame. This part is kind of weird, but I'll explain it in a second. From this back iron bar here, you want to place barriers left and right of it. Extend both the iron bar and the barriers on either side down by 1, which will give you kind of this almost weird shape with the barriers. From the back side, you want to place whatever paintings, I would probably say a 2x2 and a 1x2. to just cover up that entire area from the back. When you look at it from this side, it gives you this kind of oak texture, and that's particularly the part that's important. We want a thin, like, thing that the iron bar doesn't even connect to, ironically, but just for something for it to be, like, connected to, sort of. That isn't a trapdoor or anything. You could use spruce trapdoors if you wanted, but I think the paintings is funnier. From the polished deep-side wall rows on the right side here, you want to leave a gap of 6 extending back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on these 7th, you'll place these same rows of 5 polished deep-side walls. You'll be 3 blocks off the back wall if that is helpful or important in any way. Get rid of your barriers and get out polished, tough slabs. And between these these polished deep-side walls, I should say, you want to place upside-down polished, tough slabs. You can basically connect the top ones together with upside-down slabs like this in a rectangle and then fill in the center. While we're here on the left side, you'll take these 2 upside-down stone brick slabs and extend each of them back with 7 upside-down polished tough slabs. You extend the 2 rows right an additional row to make it 3. On the right side here, where you have this kind of, it almost looks like scaffolding now, you'll take the 3rd polished tough forward this particular slab and turn it into a block. Have an iron bar under it, and then an upside-down smooth quartz stair under that should face right like so. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Piglin head? I immediately forgot what I wanted. That's good. Dark oak trapdoors. Oak trapdoors. Dark oak signs. Pale oak trapdoor. Warped fence. Polished tough stairs. Polished tough blocks. And we'll go black concrete. So first off, on the base floor, there's a couple more things we do need to do. The diagonal smooth quartz blocks here, you want to be back diagonally left from an additional block on this stone. And you want to place on it a dark oak trapdoor open off the front half of the block. To the left of that, you'll have a trapdoor open off the right. And then if you crouch, you'll place an oak trapdoor on top of that dark oak. From this set of 2 smooth quartz stairs in the center, you'll take the back one and count back by 2 and place an oak trapdoor open to the left. Left of it, you'll crouch and place a dark oak trapdoor off the top of that block, and then left of that, another oak trapdoor open against the previous one. This feels like the bendy chair. You'll place off the dark oak trapdoor another one on top that is open. Okay, it doesn't exist, actually. You'll open it to the front of the room like so. And then if you crouch and place off the sides of that trapdoor, you'll place signs. And that's your wheelchair. A little bit clunky, but if you want to make the oak trapdoors item frames instead, you can. Just do consider the fact that your wheelchair would then be floating. And I don't think wheelchairs are supposed to float, but what do I know anyway? Heading up to the upper balconies, there's a bunch we have to do with the left and one thing we have to do on the right. So if you take the left one, we'll start with the sea lantern here, and just in front of it, you'll place a pale oak trapdoor open up against it. If you take the row of slabs just beyond the sea lantern, you'll place polished tough stairs on the leftmost 2 blocks. You'll extend these stairs up diagonally back continually, and you will never hit anywhere. You'll just end up 1 block off of the top of the wall, like so. And then to the right of those, you can place stairs facing left. When you do this, you can place blocks underneath them to use placeholders and then keep the blocks because you'll need them anyway. So it should kind of look like this. Basically, if you take this bottom row of polished tough stairs, you'll extend the stairs all the way right with blocks, and you'll just kind of fill in the – right side along with the underside with blocks to kind of give you this. On the ceiling, you want to break the back left stone, break 2 blocks to the right, and then from each of those 3, you'll break 3 more in front and fill that area with black concrete. Just in line with the ceiling, don't build it up a block. It's not really noticeable regardless of what you do, because there's a pillar, like a beam in front of this that kind of blocks it. And there's also some dark oak that goes around it in a sec, you'll see when we get there. Anyway, around the edges of either of these top balconies, you want to place warp fences. For the left side here, it's just this right row of slabs. And for the right side, it's the front and the left. But you're leaving the back little 3 open, which should give you this. Clear your inventory once again and get out the following. Bamboo slabs. Polished andesite slabs. Polished andesite blocks. Polished andesite stairs. Ladders. Iron bars. Dark oak planks. Stone brick slabs. And nether brick fence. First off, from the right side of the little, platform area, you'll take these polished deep slate walls at eye level, and you'll do the same thing you did with the polished tough slabs, but with bamboo slabs. They won't be upside down, they'll just be regular old slabs. Nothing interesting about them. Not that upside down is particularly more interesting, but you get the point. So, between the 2 lights on the back wall, you should have 5 blocks. The very center, you want to place ladders going floor to ceiling. Surrounding the iron bars, you want to place, or surrounding the ladders, you want to place iron bars like this in a kind of rectangle. Now, at the top, this is kind of important. You can actually get rid of your bamboo slabs and get back out black concrete, because this 3x2 above the ladder, which is going to be above each iron bar row and then above the ladder itself, you'll place black concrete again, just flush with the ceiling. Like so. This one doesn't matter either, because this is where you want to take the top row of iron bars, and just outside of them you'll place dark oak planks kind of wrapping around like so. Looks a little weird, but it's kind of how it is anyway. You want a block staircase, you're going to get one. So, on the left side here, you want to take the second row of polished tough stairs up on the little weird staircase here. The block above it, you'll take the light gray wool and just place a full row of upside down polished andesite slabs crossing. Over top the left one, you'll place 3 polished andesite blocks, and then a slab on top. Extend that slab also all the way to the right. From the bottom left-hand corner here, on top of this slab, you'll place a polished andesite stair facing left. Right of that, an upside down stair facing right. Then up with a stair. You should figure out the directions, hopefully. Right with an upside down stair. Up with a stair. Right with an upside down stair. Right with a block. Then right with an upside down stair that will face left. Right with a stair. Down with an upside down stair. Right with a stair. Down with an upside down stair. And then right with a stair. The singular block you'll bring down by 2. And in addition, the row of the wall here, like these 3 light gray wool or whatever they'll be, you'll break and replace with polished andesite. It just had to be 1 block off from being centered, but, it is what it is. Just to the left of this pillar of polished andesite, you want to place a stone brick slab. Connect it back into the ladder, and then all the way forward into the front wall. We're going to use the front wall here. So if you're looking at it, we're going to just mark each of the other 3. If you take the block that this row of slabs is on, this one, you'll count right by 2 and place an upside down stone brick slab. You'll count back to where this first one is, and you'll count left by 3 and place another stone brick slab here. Then from that one, you'll count up diagonally right and place another stone brick slab here. And each of these you'll bring pretty much as far back as you can until they collide into something. This one here will collide, like, I think a couple of them actually, I don't think this is the only one. No, this is the only one. Will collide into the polished andesite stair. You'll bring it through the one more block that you can before the staircase gets in your way. And I think the other two should hit the back wall. I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, we're good. But again, this one might actually hit something. Let's see. Nope, we're good. Cool. Nice. The first stone brick slab row that we placed, which is the, I guess the lowest hanging, but it's this one. It's in line with the center of the ladder. Off either side of the polished andesite slab here, you'll place nether brick fences below the stone brick slabs. You'll then clear your inventory and get out sea lanterns and spruce trap doors, and underneath each place a sea lantern. Connect them together and then surround them in spruce trap doors, open up against them. I don't even think I'm placing these, to be honest, but okay, whatever. It's close enough. And you should have that. And according to my calculations, that is this room done. That wasn't too bad. I mean, 30 minutes for a room is a little bit crazy, but hey, it could be worse. So now we can do the vent going down. So if you just get out polished andesite for now and you want to head out of this area and then over, you want to find where the vent opens up here. And you should have it basically all a flush level like this. And what you want to do is you want to bring the vent down by really whatever you want, but I'm going to bring it down by 20. From each of the 4 sides of the hole. And yeah, this will go low enough to where you shouldn't hit anything either. But also you shouldn't anyway because you only go a little bit that way and you mainly go that way, basically towards that vent. But we won't go that far that way because you pretty much spawn where the gate is or the staircase is. So yeah, it should look like this. Doesn't necessarily have to be exactly that, but you know, I think that works nicely. Next thing we're going to do is we'll start a little bit of this hallway. You can get out the following: stone, quartz bricks, cyan terracotta, and honestly that might be all that we need for now. Yeah. I would place a stone in each of the 4 corners on this bottom row of polished andesite. And so if you're looking towards statues, that'll be the way we end up not going. It'll be the, I guess, side that mommy is kind of mad at you from. So you want to, from this point, take the vent and you're going to go down diagonally towards you with cyan terracotta like so. Which would be towards the vent, kind of that way. Place a quartz brick either side of it and extend those quartz bricks down by 3. You'll then extend the bottom quartz bricks as towards statues or backwards by 12. Then place a cyan terracotta. 9 quartz bricks. Cyan terracotta, and then 3 quartz bricks. And you'll copy that on both sides, and at that third one back at the far back here, you will end up connecting them together. I would advise a block below this to fill in the floor with stone. Just so we have it. Can't quite fill in the ceiling yet, even if we had the walls up, because it doesn't actually go all the way. I'll show when we get there. And then you'll extend each quartz brick and cyan terracotta, at least for now, just up by 3. Might be in line with that cyan terracotta there. No, I don't think it is. I feel like it's like that cyan terracotta is random. Whoopsies. I just misplaced that one. That's good. And now I'm misplacing everything else as well. Alright, this one's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. I got scared. I was wrong entirely. Would have been unfortunate. Cool. So from the end of this hallway, you want to take the... If you're looking at these cyan terracottas, you'll take the second quartz brick kind of towards the vent, and you'll place stone up diagonally, and which should give you a 4x4 here. Everything right of this, the main area, you'll fill in with stone as the ceiling. And then for the other side, as high as you want to bring these walls, you can. Obviously, you don't want to hit that. I'd also get out black concrete because you will want to black the top off. So like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Maybe I'll go 12. I'll take 2 off. It doesn't need to be a ton because the only detail you need is the little grab pack holder, which now that I'm thinking about it, literally wouldn't go anywhere regardless. Like, where would that be taking you? There's no ledge or anything that it's going to. It's just there. What are you supposed to grab? I feel like they should have made at least some area, right? That'd be like, oh yeah. You'll go here. Also, you do want to bring the stone up, by the way, with quartz bricks here. To that same height, just to kind of cover everything up. And yeah. We'll do some of the detailing in this hallway. I don't know if we'll actually get this part done, but... we might be able to. It's not a ton. You can clear your inventory and get out the following. We'll actually start with the down there area. So, polished deep slate walls. Polished deep slate blocks. Dark oak fence gates. Bamboo fence gates. I'm going to say stone slabs and stairs, but... we'll end up texturing them later anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Anvils. Barriers to hold up said anvils. And I'm going to say, what I use, cobbled deep slate walls? Yes, cobbled deep slate walls. So head to the end of the hallway here, and I'm going to look back at these stone from the ceiling. And if I look at them left to right, this stone is normal. This one's an upside down stone stair. This one's normal, and this one has a slab sticking off of it. Trace this slab along this wall and place another slab in this corner. Then on the back wall, you'll go down diagonally right with an upside down stone slab. I'll have a barrier to the right of it, because on top of that, you'll have an anvil that's coming off the wall like that. Right of that anvil, an upside down stone stair facing left into that anvil. And then heading back forward from that stair, I'll place a slab. Gap of 1, and then if I count down 1, I'll place a barrier with an anvil above it. A gap of 1 extending left from that anvil, and you'll have another one pretty much in the same spot off that block. From the lone anvil on the back wall here, you want to count up by 3 and place a polished deep slate wall. Extended left by 1, and then place a set of polished deep slate blocks on top. Off of the left polished deep slate block, you'll place a bamboo fence gate, and off the right, a dark oak fence gate. And you can open them if you want so they actually connect, but I didn't because I wanted them to be kind of more conjoined to each other like that. Anyway, that's that part particularly done. I don't have anything textured up here, by the way. I'll talk about texturing later. But I have the texturing starting like around here, and then there's just nothing above. Because I just assumed that the hallway would, or the opening would keep going up, but it's up to you. Anyway, on the floor, I'm gonna just like go left to right from each row, starting from the back and moving forward, and I'll tell you how many half a blocks we have. So left to right, it'll be just slab, another one, gap, then block, so 2 slabs. Next row, left to right, again, it'll be block, gap, slab, slab. Next one, it'll be gap, slab, slab, gap, and then the final one will just be a slab on the left, and then 3 gaps. Break the quartz brick this final slab we placed is kind of touching. You'll break the 3 above it, and out of that row of 4, the middle 2, you'll break forward again, and you'll fill this entirely with cobbled deep slate walls. I'll place a stone under the floor just for fun, except I can't reach it. Where did that even I need to go see where that placed. I'm kind of curious. That's beyond me, I guess. It just didn't place, I suppose. Huh, that's very odd. It doesn't exist. Anyway, before we clear our inventory, actually, head all the way forward to this row of cyan terracotta, and off of the left and right of it, you'll just go down with 3 polished deep-slate walls. Almost done. We'll just kind of get the, like, 2 more details here done. Well, I didn't mean to grab that. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Iron bars, levers, lightning rods, redstone torches, item frames, and dark oak trapdoors. On the right wall back here, you want to take basically the final stone here just before this anvil, and you'll go down with 2 iron bars. Extend forward 1 and then down by 2 again. Heading forward to the vent opening here on the ceiling, you want to count to the 2nd stone behind him in both the center blocks and place levers pointed backwards. Behind the levers, you're going to crouch and place off of them 2 lightning rods, and then levers beyond those that are pointed into the lightning rods again. I'm going to switch the first end rod, or lightning rods, we placed to be placed off of the other ones, so it'll kind of give you the fatter ends of the lightning rods against the levers. Nice. Below the front right lever, which is this one, you want to trace it down to the stone on the ground, which would be this one. Forward diagonally right from it, you'll place a dark oak trapdoor. On the side walls at the very front row, just kind of beyond the quartz or the cyan terracotta, you'll take not this top quartz brick, but 1 back and place redstone torches. Off the center polished deep-slate walls and the doors here, I have item frames on this side. I don't have them on the other side. I'd probably recommend still placing them because they should probably be there, but I just didn't have them because I never thought about it, I guess. Texturing in this should be fairly simple. It's just the calcite and then the stone texturing. If you want to wait, I'll probably explain like all the quartz area at once, because there's another like stairwell. But once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 53 or 54 of chapter 2 complete. I forget. Thank you guys for you guys did enjoy this video. We're getting there, slowly but surely. We're getting there. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.